What's up guys, Ranger here, and I'm back with a very, very special reaction. This is the 100th episode of MLP FiM. Now, a lot of other bronies have already reacted to this episode, and I was planning on doing it the other morning, but I did not get an opportunity. So, now, we're finally here. 100 episodes of MLP, and the title of this episode is Slice of Life. Now, I am aware that this is kind of pretty much a fan service episode. And I'm aware of that because some of the people that I am subscribed to here on YouTube, they've used screenshots of Derpy, Vinyl, Octavia. I even saw somebody even fail to spoiler the 9th episode with this over on Derpy Brew with a comic of Lyra and Bon Bon, and I saw like a small gif of Bon Bon and Lyra singing. So all I know is this is like a fan service episode, most likely. But I think I don't know what this episode is about. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get on with the very special episode. I cannot wait. Starting. Let me go ahead and get. Stop. Okay, so starting the 100th. This is the 9th episode, the 9th episode of season 5, 100th episode of MLP altogether. Oh boy, this is gonna be good. So let's go and get started. Starting the video in 3, 2, 1, click. Hey, that's Cranky. What? Twilight? That's Matilda. Oh my gosh!
Never understand the ponies in this town. Everywhere I went, they were all gussied up and looking at me funny. Kept asking if I was nervous.
Did they forget the wedding is tomorrow?
Wait,
No,
you're getting married?
They're just as excited for us to be married as I am.
You're getting married? Oh, well, congratulations.
Well, they're going to feel awfully silly when they realize they've got the wrong date.
Huh?
The invitations are wrong! This says the wedding is today!
But I got such a good deal on it.
Town got these! The princesses have even RSVP'd!
I told you we should have eloped.
Oh dear! The caterer, the flowers, the musicians! We've got to move it all to today!
What?
Where's my wedding planner?
You told me you could do it for half what the others charged. And then you sent invitations to every pony in town with the wrong date.
Muffin?
She speaks! Oh my freaking gosh, she speaks! Oh, and she has muffins! Oh my gosh! She speaks! She speaks! Okay. I've cut out the intro for this. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Best episode already! I love it already! Twilight, hey Twilight. Hey, boy.
Really messed up on those invitations. I feel just awful, Doc.
Perhaps that explains why I never got
I told Cranky I could get them printed for cheap, but that meant hiring some pony with no experience using a printing press.
Continuity!
Oh, I wish there was a way I could go back in time and fix all this.
Dr. Moves!
Going back in time is old thinking, my friend.
Oh my gosh!
Theory.
Oh my gosh!
Time come forward to you.
Derpy!
Twilight's work.
I'm having fun and nobody can stop me.
Of research and experimentation, and I really had a crack. Turns out there's a magic spell for it. Who knew?
Oh my gosh! Wow.
But there are so many things that
Okay,
you can't
I'll
explain.
admit, those things are
Science
addictive.
and mathematics are the real magic.
Like these? They're pretty.
Ah, yes, my flameless fireworks. Never could quite figure out how to get them to ignite.
How did you learn to make all this stuff anyway?
I've been studying science my whole life. Ever since a
Turkey! Oh my gosh!
I've been looking for ways to make sense of the world around me. Science provides explanations of things we never...
This is Doctor Who completely! And I ship it! I approve!
Yeah. Oh, because I accidentally sent out invitations for Cranky and Matilda's wedding with today's date instead of tomorrow's.
Great.
Scratchy face. I love this episode, love this episode, love this episode! I love this episode so freaking much! Favorite episode already. Of all time. Vinyl! Oh yeah. Vinyl!
Please!
She speaks.
You've got to help me! I lost track of time, unbelievably, and forgot that the wedding is this afternoon.
I want those headphones.
Serenity. She's got to alter the sleeves of my suit, and she's got to do it now! Oh.
Vinyl!
Friend?
This is complete... Thunderlane, this is complete fan service episode, and I love it.
What if you brought me here? Rarity would never set hoof in.
Whoa, boy! Let's see, this is, shoot.
Great wickering stallions, they've got style.
This...
Gentle
See you,
coats,
Vinyl. Hope to see you soon.
Certain calamity, and I couldn't help
This is from a movie, but I can't remember which one.
Could I get the name of your incredible tailor?
Oh yeah, man. His name is me.
An unfortunate name.
No, man, like, I manufacture all my own garments. We all do, man.
Then you've got to help me. I need this suit tailored. It's an emergency.
Sorry, man. We're just about to start the finals.
What's this word you keep using, man?
I don't know, man, but guess what? Let's do the show. So if you roll with us, we'll alter your suit for you.
I don't understand a word of that.
I'm sorry, gentle coats, but I will not bowl. The splits, the spares, there are simply too many variables.
Variables? What are you talking
You just bowl and have fun, man.
Throw the ball straight.
Hold on. Straight? Very well. I'll
My
try
brain kind of
your
works like that
straight
sometimes.
Technique. It just might be crazy enough to work.
Do we know what they're rolling out?
Octavia!
They're huddled
Oh
up.
my...
I'd say it's either a friendship problem or a monster attack.
A monster attack? Lost! I'm performing at the ceremony this afternoon, and I still haven't sorted out how to play. All my men to practice with a monster invading Ponyville.
Maybe it's and it'll all be cleared up in half an hour or so.
Oh my gosh! Octavia!
I need my
Octavia! She speaks! I do want to hear Vinyl speak. What the heck is that?
Oh no! On my wedding day? Some pony's gotta help me!
Amethyst?
You! Me?
Amethyst, she
An
speaks!
entire wedding from tomorrow to today! But no pony's asked me to organize anything since Twilight came to town. So you'll do it? I used to be the best organizer in all of Ponyville. You bet up.
Ow! Okay, air conditioning.
We better get to the salon before that monster flattens it.
What the heck is that thing? A bee bear?
What am I
They're
gonna
bees.
do? Matilda! I feel so bad about the invitations. Is there anything I can do?
The bee!
You
That'll
want
work.
Matilda's arrangements today? This is awful! No horror! No horror!
Twitch!
So, there's no way you can do it? We don't even have Matilda's flowers in yet, much less arranged. Oh, this is a disaster! Okay, thanks anyway. Oh, look, girls! A broken stem on one of the zinnias! What? Oh, the horror!
This call back to season 1.
When Matilda said we needed this place ready by
Larson Bonbon! Oh my gosh!
nervous.
With you by my side, I knew we'd get it done in time.
There's nothing like a best friend, is there?
Anything's possible when you know some pony as well as we know each other.
Oh boy, the shipping for this one.
What was that? There's some monster attacking Ponyville or something.
What is it this time? Creature from the Everfree Forest?
I think it's some sort of bugbear.
Did you say bugbear? It found me!
Huh?
What are you talking about, Bonbon?
My name isn't Bonbon. It's Special Agent Sweetie Drops. I work for
Oh my god!
Monster Agency.
That's the toy!
Or at least I did until the bugbear went missing from Tartarus a few years back. What are you talking about? When it escaped, we had to shutter the whole agency. Every last shred of evidence of the organization.
I'm getting like Elise vibes from Dan Versus with her.
Deniability.
What?
The bugbear. I had to go deep cover here in Ponyville and assume the name Bonbon. I never thought I'd be able to track me, but now it has.
Are you saying our whole friendship was based on a lie?
I'm sorry, Lyra. I couldn't tell you for your own protection.
But the lunches, the long talks, the benches we sat on, none of that was real?
It was all real. You're my very best
Was
friend.
okay. Did the writers find a really good fan fiction that they enjoyed and made it into an episode? Because
Find a crowd to blend into before I put you in danger. I'll see you at the wedding.
Fine, but we're gonna talk about this later.
I need my ring today, no matter the
my head. Oh gosh.
As long as it doesn't cost any extra.
Oh, my head is gonna explode. No.
Harshest of the harsh. But if you pick this up, we win the whole shebang.
My head. Oh gosh, it's going to.
I finally figured out how I can help. Your flameless fireworks look just like flowers. I'll use them for the wedding.
Great wickering stallions. Wait!
He'll actually get that, won't he?
Wait! The flameless fireworks are extremely volatile. Without knowing what the trigger is, they could go off at any moment. My word, is that bugbear?
There are so many things I'm forgetting. I hope Cranky remembers to tell the musicians. Oh, I'll never get my name done in time.
You must relax, my dear. We're not handle anything. We want to see the ponies have during the ceremony.
Oh, it's true. It's true. They really are the...
Oh my gosh!
Matilda,
Call back!
I just got to say, I already feel
Dude, we haven't seen you since the first episode. What you been up to?
I'm Stephen Magnet, Cranky's best beast.
You're Stephen Magnet?
Well, what'd you expect, Bugbear? Oh, thank you for... Surely he must have told you about the time he saved me from Flash Freeze Lake.
You're Stephen Magnet.
Oh, typical Cranky to leave out minor details, like the fact that I'm, you know, a sea monster, right? I just love that old burrow.
I'm sorry, Stephen. I guess I assumed you were a pony. And I had no idea you had such adventures together.
Oh, honey, you don't know the half of it. But let me tell you, in all that we've been through together, the only thing he ever cared about was finding me.
Really?
Well, that and a baldness cure.
He is the sweetest thing, isn't he? All the stress I put myself through, all the stress I put him through, the only thing that matters is that we're together. The wedding isn't the important thing, the marriage.
Please tell me this is okay. Yay! I still got half the episode to go. Yay!
If you believe that, I have got a bridge to tell you. All these ponies traveling to Ponyville, putting on uncomfortable clothes, sitting through a long ceremony. Do you think any of them care about the marriage? Honey, the wedding is everything.
Typical wedding planner. Vinyl! Woo! Oh freaking! Oh my gosh! Oh!
All these wedding songs are so standard.
I want Matilda and Cranky's wedding to be special.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, but I'm not sure that's appropriate for a wedding, is it?
Just wait. Oh yeah, these.
That's more like it.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Fandom, make remixes of this. Fandom, make remixes of this now. I do hope we hear Vinyl speak, because I mean Octavia's already spoke, and I do love her voice. I mean she sounds kind of similar to me. Oh yeah! Kick it!
I'm going to be late for the wedding.
What the crap? Oh my gosh! Base cannon is cannon. Hit the brakes. That'll work. You know what? I don't give a crap. It worked. Get out of the way. Button mash. Hey, what are you doing here? Haven't seen you in a while. Raindrops. Hey, raindrops. Oh my god! Uh-oh. 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 Jump on the bandwagon! What the freak is... Never mind. I don't even know anymore. Frankly, it's too awesome for me to care.
What is life? Is it nothing more than endless? And what is a cutie mark but a constant reminder that we're all only one bugbear attacking? And what's the poor gator? Blank, forever blank. Destined for an existential swim from the river of life to an unknowable destiny.
Oh my... Cloud Chaser! Where's Glitter?
Something like that might work.
Luna!
What do
Celestia!
you mean you left it on the counter? I thought you were bringing it. This is just wonderful.
Spec? What the...
I handled the gift for Cadence and Shining Armor. You were supposed to do this one, remember? Well, we can't just come to this wedding empty-hooked.
Oh my gosh!
Alright, he always cries at weddings. Usually it's not until the wedding starts.
Oh man. Oh my gosh! Best episode ever!
Our friends have done it. They've defeated the bugbear. Hey.
Hello.
So, you didn't happen to mention our earlier conversation about my...
I'm not even gonna question anything
to any
anymore.
pony, did you?
No, I did not. And you're not the only one with a secret, you know. You know those expensive imported oats you were saving for a special occasion? I cooked them up and ate them. All of them. It's sort of thrilling to reveal your deepest, darkest secrets.
That's what best friends are for.
Aww.
Next time, you can just bring your own gift and I'll bring mine. Fine.
There you are! My
Derpy.
suit is vanished and this was the only thing left in my closet. How do I look?
Like a million bits.
No!
Flickering stallions! Look at the time! We'd better get inside. Allons-y!
Yes!
I
can't believe I lost my hair. I look ridiculous. The love of my life deserves better than this.
Have no fear, Cranky, my dear. It's Steven Magnet Moustache to the rescue.
Say what now? Well, that'll work. Okay. Continuity. Callback. Wow.
Oh,
That'll work.
thanks, buddy.
No problem. Now you get in there and marry that donkey.
Well,
I, Wait!
oh, Seth Mayor. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today to join us two in matrimony. As I look around this room, I can only imagine how uncomfortable Cranky must be. But I also see
Thanks,
so many
Mayor.
ponies from all trots of life, brought together
From all seasons.
Cranky searched all across this great land of ours to find Matilda. And no matter what obstacles kept them apart, love would finally bring them together.
Just forgive each other.
All of us, together.
And get on with Best Sisters Play next, okay? The next Best Sisters Play.
Matilda could fill this room with
Or
such
two
a
Best
unique
Sisters
collection
Play.
of ponies. It makes you realize
Flitter!
that every pony is the star of their own story. And it's not just the main characters in our stories that make life so rich. It's every pony. Those who play big parts
What the
and those
Hey, what are
who
you?
play small.
Never mind. Welcome.
If it weren't for every pony in this room, and many more who couldn't be here
I don't-
today, Cranky and Matilda's lives
That-
wouldn't be as full and vibrant.
One of the
as
one of the people at Hasbro said those very lines, didn't they? And one of the writers said,
And so,
"I'm putting that in
front
the
of all
episode."
these loved ones, Cranky, do you take this donkey to be your lawfully wedded wife?
You bet I do.
And do you, Matilda, take this donkey to be
Oh,
your
man,
lawfully
so
wedded
much.
husband? I do. Then I'm proud to say
So much
I now
shipping
announce you
fuel, so much fandom fuel. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, so that's how those things work. Interesting. Rose! Oh my gosh!
How could I have missed it?
You know something, girls? We are so lucky to live in this town.
Where everybody's famous!
Ow!
Oh.
That's where the bugbear bit me. Sorry.
Ow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What can I say about this episode? Okay. Commentary time. Whew. Okay, the only nitpick that I have whatsoever is that Vinyl did not speak. That's the only nitpick I have. I would have liked to have heard her speak because, I mean, Octavia got to speak. She has a canon voice, which, I mean, Ellie Monty's, I mean, the way that she does, the way that she does Octavia, I still love, obviously, but this voice sounded, for me, rather quite similar to the way that Ellie Monty does it, and I'm really glad that she finally got to speak. I do wish Vinyl had spoken, because I imagine that the fandom is going to immediately begin. Some people are going to start making it canon in their head that Vinyl is mute and that she can't speak. We both know that's not the case. Well, it might be in terms of canon-wise of Hasbro, but I just kind of imagine it in my head that Vinyl, and that she's not really, she's sort of a mere a few words, and that she mostly uses her music to, possibly just uses her music to express herself. But anyway, this episode, oh my gosh, I can totally see why so many people wanted me to watch this episode. This episode is definitely one for the history books. Now, first of all, commentary time. The episode itself, I can't say anything about the story. It did have a story. It didn't involve really the main six. The main six were literally the background characters at this point. But story-wise, it was interesting. I mean, Cranky and Matilda got married. That was really cool. That was really good continuity. It was really cool to be able to see that. That's all that I can say on the episode. Now I know some people are going to bash this episode. The ones that are thinking too much fan service. Obviously, you've never watched anime before, have you? This episode, well, okay, this was the 100th episode. This was a special episode, and I'm positive that the next episode that we get is going to return to the normal flow. It's going to return to normalcy. With the main characters being the characters of focus, the main six. But, for a 100th episode, I could not think of a better way to celebrate both the show reaching 100 episodes and still going strong, and celebrating the huge fan base that it has, that has shown such support, not just for the show, but for the animators, the writers, in such a positive way. I mean, this was a perfect 100th episode, and I mean, and anniversary episode, pretty much. This was the perfect way to do it. I mean, for the 100th episode, you could have had the episode focus on any of the main six, and other people would have, thought, I could come up with a good story that would have been worked for the other characters as well. But in reality, nothing would have fully worked. This was perfect. But backing off of that and talking about what was going on throughout the whole episode, there was there was so much going on in the episode. It was absolutely mind-blowingly fantastic. Derpy speaks again. Derpy speaks. Her eyes are derped. Okay, now one thing that I can notice is that none of the characters addressed the other characters exactly. Lyra and Bonbon did address... Lyra addressed Bonbon as Bonbon, and she addressed herself as Sweetie Drops. I will get to that momentarily, but the characters were not exactly addressed. Octavia's name wasn't spoken. Vinyl's name wasn't spoken. Not even her DJ Pon 3 name was spoken. Derpy's name wasn't spoken. She wasn't even called Ditzy. And I respect that. I know some people are going to say, why wasn't the character's name spoken? I respect that they were not. Because in reality, some people, in real life, some people, whenever you're talking to someone face to face, you don't use their name. Some people don't. Sometimes I don't. A lot of times I don't. If I'm talking to somebody, they know that I'm talking to them. I don't have to use their name. I only have to use their name whenever there's 2 or 3 more people there. Otherwise, you don't have to use their name. So, in reality, that's legit. I mean, that's not a problem. I mean, that is legit. I mean, that actually happens. I mean, you don't have to use a person's name. I certainly will not hold it against them because the characters' names were not addressed. Because, like I said, in real life, sometimes you don't speak someone's name whenever you're talking directly to them. And again, that would be minor nitpicking. Like I said, the only problem that I have with the episode at all is that Vinyl didn't speak. That's the only problem that I have with the episode. Otherwise, this episode was fantastic. Now, this episode seemed to have multiple. Now, another thing. Okay. Now, like I said, Derpy speaks. She's back! Derpy's back. Okay, we got her in Season 4 in Rainbow Falls. We got her in Season 4 in Rainbow Falls. She came back, and the fandom rejoiced. But she speaks now, again, for the first time since, Season 2? And the whole Derpygate incident happened. She's back. Her eyes are derped. She's back. Our lovable, cute, adorable little Melmare is back. And she brought muffins! Derpy is back. Now, immediately, if any problems erupt, anybody whatsoever starts saying Derpy is offensive, point me in that direction of that individual, and I will proceed to put my fist into their face. Because Derpy is not offensive. I relate more to Derpy than I do any character. Okay, I relate to a lot of the characters, but I can somewhat relate to Derpy. That electricity ball, don't tell me every time you've seen one of those you have not done that too. You have not put your finger. I've done it. I'll admit it. But she's back. And the interaction with Doctor Who. I mean, naturally they couldn't have a solid. I mean, they did have a Doctor Who reference. In season 4 with Doctor and Rose and the 3D glasses. They did have that reference. Awesome reference. But they couldn't actually just have things related to Doctor Who without having to go through the whole licensing deal. I understand that. So what they did do was fantastic. They worked around it and it worked perfectly with Doctor. And then having Derpy and the Doctor be talking, and then, that little bitty hug at the end. Shipping fuel! I support it, I ship it. The ship has sailed. I ship it. And Lyra, okay. But Derpy's back, she got to speak, and I did kind of think her voice sounded a little bit like Baldumble Rat's voice of her, but, I mean, I can listen to both. I mean, I can easily listen to both. I mean, I can listen to the canon voice. If Derpy speaks again, I will happily accept it. But any other Love Struck Derpy comics that are videos that Baldumble Rat does, I'm totally fine with. I will happily listen to those because those are freaking adorable. But seeing Derpy again, it was awesome. Now then, Lyra and Bon Bon. Okay, the shipping fuel for this, wow, there was a wildfire got started with this one. That Billy Joel song, We Didn't Start the Fire, no, Hasbro did. Hasbro started it. They started the fire, we're just keeping it going. Or rather, yep, they started it. We're just pouring gas on it. We're keeping it going. And right now, they just decided to, right now with this episode, they just backed up with a huge semi full of gasoline containers and just said, here you go, more fuel for the fire. I mean, it was awesome to be able to finally hear Lyra speak and Bon Bon speak and Sweetie Drops. Sweetie Drops, I believe, is the name of the toy, isn't it? That Hasbro done. So, oh my, that was an awesome reference to one of their own toy brands. I mean, to one of their own toys. That was freaking awesome. I love that. I forgot to see who the writer was for this episode, but my gosh, whatever they were on, I want it. I love this episode. I mean, it was so fantastic. I mean, I cannot thank the writer or the writers enough for this episode. Now, continuing. Lyra and Bon Bon, we got to see them interact with each other as friends, and they completely address each other as friends, and it was just awesome. I mean, it was completely awesome. Now, I have the idea in my mind that because of the closeness that the two characters were openly with each other, I can only imagine some people are going to try to nitpick this and try to say, "Oh my gosh, the characters are the Hasbro fully supports the characters being lesbian." Okay, so what? I mean, so what? I mean, that was what the writers done. I mean, if you don't like that pairing, okay! Don't cause a whole commotion about it. It's fine. Leave it as it is. Don't be that a-hole that starts crap over nothing. I'm fine with it. The way it is. I mean, that's cool. The way that it was done was in a way that you can interpret it into anything. There are friends that are literally that close, but they're not involved romantically. And then there are friends that are like that. That's fine. I mean, that can be interpreted into either scenario, and it works that way. Not too much, I mean, it's not too much, not too little. It's perfect. And so, but again, you're not any people, anybody that starts claiming that that was wrong, should be done. Again, point me in that direction. I will proceed to put my fist into their face. Now, another thing. Like I said, the Sweetie Drops thing. Oh my gosh, I was getting Kim Possible vibes from Bon Bon there. I was getting Kim Possible vibes from that, or Elise from Dan vs. Dan, or sorry, from Dan vs. It was really cool to see that. I can only imagine. Oh man, I cannot wait to see the fan art that people are going to do with this. And then Lyra, and the way that she sits. Oh my gosh. Okay, there was no reference to the human thing, but then I mean, you know, that they can't actually do that because, well, I mean, they could, but then it would completely be like, boom! But, again, it was really awesome to be able to see Lyra and Bon Bon hear them speaking. I love Lyra's voice, how she kind of sounds like, I don't know, I was just kind of thinking, you know, like California Beach in the 60s with her voice. I love it. I freaking love it, man. And then the Rose reference right there at the end with Dr. Rose. I forgot to address that. That was freaking awesome. That was awesome as well. Oh man, that was so cool. Again, another Doctor Who reference, I'm sure. And again, the shipping with Derpy and the Doctor. Oh gosh, so cute. Now with Octavia, again, there's so much to address in this episode. Octavia, she finally speaks. It's canon that she plays. It's canon that she and Vinyl lives in the same house. That's freaking canon! And Vinyl, with her bass can, oh my gosh. I mean, my 3 favorite background characters of all time, Derpy, Octavia, and Vinyl, all in the same episode. This episode, right now, is on my top list of my most favorite episodes. This episode is my most favorite episode of all time. Right behind it would probably be Tanks for the Memories. But again, this episode was just fantastic. Okay, now continuing. It was so awesome. Octavia and Vinyl, two ponies from two completely different lifestyles. And Octavia sounded British. To me, somewhat. I'm really glad for that because it totally fits. I can't talk right now. I'm too excited. It totally fits her persona or her pony-sona. And then Vinyl, her DJ mixing table right there. It was just awesome to be able to see that and to be able to see their interaction. I mean, like. Two ponies from two completely different walks of life, having two completely different interests in music, yet they were able to figure out a way to make them both work and fit perfectly, and they were working together as a team, as friends, and it worked perfectly. That was so golden. That was a golden moment right there. That was so freaking boss. Also, okay, one other little nitpick was that I would like to see Vinyl take off her glasses to show those rose irises of hers again. But again, just minor little nitpicking. But again, it was really awesome to be able to see those two characters, interact with each other, and to be able to see their two different styles of music actually play out, and to see them actually begin to work together and get into the rhythm, get into the feel of each other's style of music. And it doesn't appear that either in this episode, like either character are actually against the other style of music. They have accepted it. They have accepted it. It's not. It's basically to each their own. I mean, like Octavia accepts Vinyl's style of music. She's not a major big fan of it, but she likes it. She's not a huge fan of it, but I'm sure she is. You know, she is a fan of her friend's music. Same thing goes for Vinyl. She does like Octavia's music. It's not her personal favorite. I mean, like, I mean, she loves dubstep, but she does love Octavia's style too. And it's not music that they play, but as friends, they have accepted those differences between each other and have learned to work with that. Again, the perfect blend. I mean, it was just awesome. And then, oh man, there's so much more. We got to see Button Mash again. I don't know how that will affect Jan later on, but we did get to see Button Mash. And then we got to see The Big Lebowski. Was that it? I probably pronounced that completely wrong, didn't I? The Big Lebowski. Those 3 ponies right there, the stallions that was at the bowling alley. That was from that movie. Haven't seen that movie, but the name just came to me. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. But I believe that was it, wasn't it? Okay, really cool to see those characters come back. At least we didn't see one guy go... Oh, well, okay, it's a kid show, they can do that. If it was Dan Versus, they probably would. But, now, we also got to see multiple other background characters. We got to hear Daisy speak again. Whenever Derpy was interacting with her, we got to see that. We got to see the characters fight. We got to see Lotus and Elise, or Aloe and Lotus. Yes, we got to hear those characters again, which was awesome. And we got to hear both of them speak. Now we know they have two completely different. Again, I can't talk. 2 completely different voices, and they both fit. They're both adorable. And then we got to see that sea serpent again. Haven't seen him since the first episode of season 1. Oh my gosh, 5 whole years and we haven't seen that dude. And we finally get to see him. He's back. It's awesome. I love him. And then we also get to see there wasn't really any pop culture references, like, you know, like Metal Gear Solid references or anything. But there was, like, you know, Doctor Who. And so, one of the final things that I have to address is the battle with the bugbear. I don't even know what that is. But, again, the main 6 fighting the bugbear in the background, literally, while all this is going on in the background. I mean, with all the main characters in the foreground, I mean, with all the background characters in the foreground, my head's going completely around the circles here. We actually get to see, I mean, it was cool. I mean, the main characters were in the background. And then, I mean, the whole battle, what was going on, where that creature came from, what it was doing in Ponyville, why it was attacking Ponyville. And then the characters were just were just fighting it, and then how they defeated it at the end. Did they use the elements of harmony? I don't know. That we may see that in the next episode. That may be the focus of the next episode. I don't know, or a couple of episodes on down the line. But or heck, there's gonna be fan fictions of it, I'm sure. So just point me in that direction. If you plan on writing one, let me know. But again, we get to see that. And the main characters were the background characters this time around. And then another thing, again, I just remember to actually talk about was what the mayor said was about all the characters, about all the characters being important, and that not just the main characters, they're the main ponies. I cannot help but feel that somebody at Hasbro said that line, and the writer said, I'm going to put that in the episode. I'm going to have the mayor say it. I mean, and it's true. Because if you think about it, every single one of these background characters, Vinyl, Octavia, Derpy, the Doctor, Rose, Carrot Top, Amethyst Star, also Amethyst Star actually gets to speak. We actually get her speak. We actually get to hear her speak again. That was freaking awesome. So many background characters actually got to speak. Were actually put into the spotlight a little bit this time around. And it was so cool that happened. And every single one of these characters, the fandom gave life to. These characters were just background characters when it all started. They were just background characters. But every single one of them were unique. Every single one of them stood out. And it made the fandom pick out that one character and start giving that character a unique identity. Derpy, Vinyl, Octavia, the Doctor, every single one of those characters, and so many others, have each been given unique identities because of the fandom. And, I mean, whenever the moment they were first shown, it was just a simple little thing. And then the fandom just took that and built onto it. They took that foundation that were these characters and built an entire building, an entire town, using the concepts, using that little bitty foundation. And as a result, look at how much look how popular that these characters are. they are every bit as popular as the main characters, and they have hardly received any. They've received very little screen time in the actual show, but they are every bit as loved, and some more, and by some more than the main characters. And so, I mean, literally, what the mayor said is completely true. All these characters, they are part of this show too. They may be background characters, but they are part of this show too. They help make this show. They are part of this show as well. They are part of this. They are part of the characters. They're not just background characters. They're main characters. And then, oh my gosh, so much went on in this episode, it was just hard to actually detail. And Thunder Lane, Cloud Chaser, and Flitter in the background, we got to see them. Did not see Lightning Dust, but I'm wondering if maybe she will come back later. I mean, so like I said again, so much was going on. I would have to rewatch this episode again to be able to do a further. To be able to probably point out anything, but everything that I've said is just fresh on my memory after watching the episode. But this episode was mind-blowingly awesome. I mean, it was just fantastic. I could never begin to express how awesome this episode is. And to everybody at Hasbro DHX, thank you guys so much. This episode was fantastic. Thank you all for a most enjoyable, most fantastic 100th episode. And congratulations as well to everybody involved with MLP. I mean, 100 episodes. I mean, that's fantastic. A lot of shows, a lot of animations today don't even make it to that number. Most just make it 3 seasons and have around, most just make it around 3 seasons if they're lucky and have around 60 some episodes. We're on season 5 and we've got 100 episodes now. That is an incredible feat. So to everybody involved with MLP right from the beginning, everybody involved with, ever with the show, thank you so much, everybody, for helping the show, for the creative writing, for the amazing character development, for the music, for the animation, everything. Thank you for helping this show to reach 100 episodes. And also to the fandom, thank you for giving the show the love that it has to help the show as well to reach 100 episodes. Thank you to everybody. This show, 100 episodes, guys. Can we do another 100? Let's try, okay? Let's try. I'm sure we can do it. Let's try for another 100, shall we? Let's try it. All of us together, let's try for another 100. Let's try for another 5 years, okay? Another 5 years. 10 years, man. Let's do it. But anyway, again, thank you to everybody involved with this episode and MLP in general. Thank you to everybody within the fandom for helping to support the show and give it the love that it has and give the characters, both main and background characters, the love that they have. And to all the creative talent, both that worked on the show and within the fandom that have helped to support this. And thank you to everybody. And also thank you to everybody again for requesting that I do this episode. I can completely understand why this episode is now on so many people's top favorite list. And thank you to everybody that wanted me to. Thank you to everybody that suggested, that urged me to watch this episode. And thank you again for watching me. If you actually stuck around to this point, and actually listen to my rambling, thank you again. Thank you as well for listening to my babbling. But there are a couple other things that I want to address before I continue. First of all, thank you guys again so much for 12,000 subscribers. I cannot believe that the channel actually hit that many subscribers. It wasn't that long ago that I just did the 10,000 subscriber special. So thank you guys again so much. I really, really appreciate it. I cannot begin to express how much that it means to me, and I cannot fathom what you guys see in the videos that I do, but whatever. But as long as I'm able to make people laugh, make people smile, I love it. I love doing that. So thank you guys again so much for 12,000 subscribers. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys for sticking around as long as you have. To everybody that has been here, to anybody that has been here since the beginning of my channel, to the people that have just started, thank you again so much. I really, really appreciate it. And then also, one other thing that I want to say is I'm also a part of RAM. Reactions are magic. And I've actually been in several other episodes so far. If you don't know what that is, the link to that particular channel will be below. Basically, it is a compilation of many different reactions to the different episodes of MLP. Currently, they are still doing Season 4, and I was featured in several of the episodes before, but I am a member of RAM, and you can find some of my reactions to the episodes in that as well as many other reactors, wonderful reactions as well. And please give the channel support because I know that it takes a humongous amount of effort to try to edit, and a freakishly long time to edit all those. So please give the channel support. Please give everybody that works on it support. And you can find the link below. Like I said, if you have reactions of your own to the episodes in Season 4, or they're not doing Season 5 right now, I don't think, but they are doing Season 4. Well, they are going to be doing this episode. So, and they're going to try to edit it as quickly as possible to get it out, or by next Saturday. So, if you have any reactions yourself, submit it to them in a message. Message them. You can go to the link below to message them. But anyway, thank you guys again for joining me, and I will see you guys again next time with the next video that I do. Take care.